It's the second part of NBS Live at 9. If you're just joining us right now, beyond borders, Kenya has bowed to pressure and lifted a ban on the importation of Uganda's maize and other agricultural products announced late last week. This lifting follows a protest note by Kampala issued yesterday, as Hakim Wampamba reports.
On 5th March 2021, Kenya slapped a ban on the importation of Uganda's and Tanzania's maize, citing high levels of cancer-causing aflatoxins. The ban was soon followed by another against the importation of poultry products in what critics claimed was Kenya's efforts to safeguard local farmers against the effects of COVID-19. The ban soon turned political, with Uganda's parliament asking the Kampala government to respond with equal measure. Critics also accuse Kenya of contravening several clauses of the East African Common Market Protocol. In a surprise move, the Kenyan Agriculture Chief Administrative Secretary Lawrence Angolo, in a statement issued late Wednesday 10th March, announced that the ban had been lifted, albeit with tough conditions for exportation of agricultural products to Kenya by other members of the East African community. In a phone interview, Cabinet Secretary Agriculture Peter Munya confirmed the latest development. Conditions set by Kenya include: 1. All traders dealing in maize are required to be registered. 2. Maize consignments exported to Kenya be accompanied with a certificate of conformity on aflatoxin levels. 3. Traders have to issue details of their warehouses. 4. Kenyan traders importing maize from Uganda are required to have a certificate of origin from the country of produce before acquiring clearance at the border points. David Kabanda, the Executive Director, Food and Adequate Living Rights, told NBS in an interview that serious concerns of aflatoxins are a reality, and as such, lifting the ban without addressing these challenges is insufficient.
As Ugandans, we are excited about the lifting of the ban, and in the spirit of the East African community, the brotherhood, the neighborhoodness, I think it is all in good spirit. But before we jubilate, before we celebrate, there is something that is very critical to all of us.
Calls are on to ensure that Uganda's agricultural products conform to standards so as to ensure general acceptability within and beyond the East African community. The latest ban is the latest chain of strict measures imposed on Ugandan products by Kenya, raising concerns among activists and stakeholders.
To go around the country telling farmers that what you're practicing is wrong. In some districts like Muvende, aflatoxins contamination is as high as 65%. The maize you see coming up. So in other places it is way higher than that. So the system must be checked.
From the eyes of the Uganda National Bureau of Standards, the question of aflatoxins in the Ugandan maize doesn't get to stand, citing lack of empirical evidence to the same. But the good news is the ban has been lifted, but the questions continue to loom on whether we'll be able to meet the prerequisites that have been set out by the Kenyan government to ensure that Ugandans can be able to export. Hakim Wampamba, NBS.